Hi everyone and welcome to FilmDirt. For this one I'm going to take a look at a TV show, but it's not just any TV show. This is Band of Brothers. I believe it's held a title as IMDb's #1 TV show of all time. Don't know if it still holds that, but it's certainly up there. I'm not usually into war films or TV shows like this one. I don't know, they're just not for me. There's very few I can actually get into. Like Saving Private Ryan is awesome, and I'll probably review that as well at a later date because it's similar to this show. And there's a few others. Apocalypse Now is quite good and interesting for most of it. I have to say, Band of Brothers is absolutely awesome. I'm glad I got back into this. It's only 10 episodes long, and I did see it a long time ago. It came out in 2000 or 2001 on the BBC, but I'm just reading a write-up on it now, and I believe those episodes were cut down to fit in the BBC schedule. So I've acquired the Blu-rays. I've sat through all 10 episodes and it flew by. The show is absolutely amazing, and I'm glad I've got back into it because it's been too long since I first saw it, and I've got to recommend it. And for me, like I said, I'm not really into war movies as such, but this is one of few that you can just get absorbed in. I'll tell you what I think the reason is why I liked it so much is there's a lot of characters, and you're not staying with each character or each story for too long, and you're darting between different characters and different groups, and the groups are connected somehow, and as you watch another episode you see how they're connected and their personalities affect each other, and you get to know these people. And it's in that respect it's very immersive, and it just draws you in. It's great if you're not really into war movies like myself. It's very easy to get into. It's World War II, so it's already got that fascinating aspect behind it if we're all gonna play historians and actually look into the past, which I like to now and then. I like to look at yesteryear and very loosely look at politics and military incidents, and I find it all interesting. You get to learn how the world is and why we're in positions we are now. World War II, I remember studying it at school, and it's a big part of my life growing up because my father likes war films and he's a little bit of a historian. He liked to talk to me about various stories connected to this time period, and I thought I've got to give this another shot. I'm going to review the whole series. I'm not going to talk about each episode individually. I'm just going to look at the bigger picture because the whole lot is absolutely awesome, and there doesn't seem to be too many visual effects, and the few big ones such as the parachute jumps, and there's a couple of spectacular ones here, they're still seamless and still hold up today. And I love the one in Holland, which I think is episode 4, dropped into Eindhoven, and it's such a peaceful scene, and nothing like the bombs and the gunfire that happened in episode 2 when they first dropped into Europe. The drop into Eindhoven is peaceful, and you get some great vista type shots looking up to the heavens, and you can see the parachutes coming down, and that great theme by Michael Kamen. It's awesome. I'd love to turn the volume up and just experience the visuals with the music, and it's almost romantic in a way. And if you look past the war aspect, the time period is romantic because people are fighting for their lives here, and you get connected to them, and you get connected to many different groups as well. It's not just dealing with people and looking at their lives and how they cope with things and their character. But we've got groups of people here that have bonded together. And that's what's special about Band of Brothers. And you can relate to how a group of very young men would cope with being sent to war. I mean, there's a very touching story here where a lot of the kids, and they are kids, a lot of kids that were enlisted were actually underage. And I guess some records weren't as thorough, I guess, as they are in modern times. And we're still dealing with pen and paper and typewriters in the 40s. And official records were, I guess, still on paper. You know, when you think about it, you can lose yourself in what ifs and what if people done this and how they got away with this and that. I mean, it's just an incredible time period to look back into, and people had to sacrifice so much of their personal lives to go through this. That's what I get from Band of Brothers. It's a soul-searching show, and it's only 10 episodes, and trust me, they fly by quickly. You've got not only great characters, but you've got some great effects shots, great battle scenes, very reminiscent of Saving Private Ryan. I believe it's the same production crew, and you can tell because both of those absolutely outstanding. And I saw that Tom Hanks directed episode 5, and his episode is the most soul-searching episodes, and why we're here and why we do the things we do and why we sacrifice so much. There's a good message there, and it's told in a very simple way. The whole show is simple. We're just looking at people. There's no overarching story that takes 10 episodes long to tell. We're just dealing with people. There's a lot of characters here and a lot of good actors that are household names now and probably weren't so much at the time. I saw Michael Fassbender early in the series, and that was awesome. He was great, and lots of other faces show up, and it's well worth a watch. And you've got these good actors really cutting their teeth here and grasping the material that they're given and turning into some fantastic performances. This show is renowned as being absolutely fantastic, and you can see why once you view the first episode. It's definitely 5 stars for me, absolutely no question. Like I said before, even if you're not really into war films or dramas, I thoroughly recommend you give this a shot. It will make you think, and it will make you be thankful for what you've got today, and it will make you cry as well, because each episode we've got a few words from veterans. I assume these guys are significant in the actual episode they're talking about, and they're all played superbly by the actor portraying them. It's based on a true story from a book adapted from Stephen Ambrose, who wrote a series of books around this period. I mean, it's really up there, and I think it's going to stay up there for a very long time. Thoroughly recommended. I can't say it enough. I can only give this 5 stars. So that's the end of my review. Go and see this now. And just to leave you with a little bit about myself, I've got some reviews coming for new movies now that we're allowed back into the cinemas after lockdown. I don't get paid to tell good reviews like a lot of other YouTubers do. They'll say they don't, but some of them do. And all my reviews are absolutely genuine. And please join me again soon. Like and subscribe and all that jazz. Speak to you later. Take care. Bye now.